Hi guys! Spring is slowly coming to an end and our garden is now lush and green, getting ready for the arrival of summer. Every now and then we come across some interesting little creatures here, like slow worms hiding in the grass. It's always a joy to see these visitors in the garden. Or this big butterfly, which we had never seen here before. It was resting on our garlic and didn't seem to mind being filmed at all. There are so many herbs growing now here in my herb garden. This one is very strong and very rude. It's called mountain savory and it's spreading so much and it's pushing other ones out of here. So I've been trimming it from time to time, but it's so fast. The blooms are amazing though. It looks so pretty. And I've been using a lot of herbs in my baking, so I will show you how I use them and it will be very tasty. Here we have hyssop, I don't know how to pronounce that, and here some kinds of thyme, like this is a lemon thyme, so you can smell citrusy smell. This is creeping thyme, and here is another one, and there oregano. So yeah. Oregano. So that's very nice. I use all of that. And here we have lemon balm. This is a lemon balm, and here mint, and here chives, and here hidden weeds. In the weeds is this is a special kind of mint, apple mint. So you can smell green apples. Yes. Ooh. Yeah, so that's interesting. There are like million different kinds of mint.
Chocolate mint.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know how they do it, that they can make so many varieties and so many different smells. But
it's like ice cream flavors.
Okay. So this is a very nice place for smelling various things, and it looks pretty now.
These are apparently called steeple bushes or meadow sweets in English, and they have tons of flowers. We often see them in cities. They are planted along sidewalks, and so we were inspired to plant them here as well, and we don't have any regrets, obviously. They also grow very quickly. These are only, I think, 2 years old, and they already look like this, so that's great. Mm-hmm. We planted more of them elsewhere just because we are so happy with them.
The water in our garden pond is so clear now. Wow. It looks great. Tommy was pouring some bacteria in and it's helping. And we can now clearly see the tadpoles. They are getting bigger and bigger. They are still hard to film, but it's amazing. There are so many of them there, and we will have many frogs, it looks like.
We're going to be daddies.
Yay! But I'm sure some predators will come once the tadpoles start. Like, it will be small frogs by then. They will start going out of the pond, and I'm sure there will be something. There always is.
But there are frogs in our garden. Whenever I mow grass, they are running away from me, jumping into the pond.
Yeah. And speaking of mowing grass, here we are keeping some parts. We always do that. This will be a meadow and we never mow everything. It's great to keep some sections for insects and other animals so they can hide here. And it looks maybe messy to you now, but we can see a lot of wildflowers. This is new. This one has spread a lot. It's so tiny with tiny purple or pink blooms, and there are many other ones ready. So this will look very nice once it starts blooming. and we like having a wildflower meadow here on our property.
These yellow ones are spreading now.
Yes, yes,
I
yes.
like those.
Last year we were like, the neighbors have pretty yellow flowers and it would be nice if they spread here onto our property. And now we can see them here and there, so it's happening. And it's such a big change compared to 5 years ago, when this whole area was just a big field of alfalfa, and now it's changing so much. And yeah, we will have a wildflower meadow here.
I'm looking forward to all the oxeye daisies which are getting ready.
Yes, yes, yes. Those ones are very pretty. They are here everywhere, so this will be in bloom soon. And other kinds as well later.
You'll see. Our irises are back. I don't think they flowered last year because it was freezing a lot before they were about to flower. So it's great to see them this year again. And more of them should be coming. So they look very interesting. I was just studying them from up close, admiring their beauty. So yeah, I'm happy they are here.
I am happy too. They are so pretty and so different. The shape is very interesting.
Yeah.
Welcome to cooking and mainly baking with Peter again. Today we are going to bake a focaccia, which should be great, and it will be topped with herbs and garlic. Herbs are growing now very greatly in our garden, so it should be amazing. But first we need to create the dough, and here are the ingredients. Here we have 300 grams of whole grain wheat flour, and we will add 1 teaspoon of salt. And those are the dry ingredients. So it seems quite easy.
I'll never remember that.
Here I already prepared the yeast. It's active now, there are bubbles and everything. So for the yeast we need 200 milliliters of lukewarm water, half a teaspoon of sugar and 1 teaspoon of dried yeast. And we just mix everything, and we need to let it be active for maybe 10 minutes. And now we will pour this here. Ta-da. And the last ingredient is olive oil. Here we have a very big bottle of extra virgin olive oil, and we need 2 tablespoons of this. Oh my god!
One.
You don't have to be shy with the oil, you will see. And now
It's healthy, right? So
it's healthy, so everything is okay. And we need to combine this and just create the dough. I always use a spoon at the beginning to just make a nice consistency. Look, it's coming together. And now I need to use my hands, and we are not done with the oil. So I will pour a bit here on my hand.
you see why we need a big bottle.
Yes. And the dough is it will be quite sticky. That's why we need oil, so it doesn't stick to our hands and everywhere. So have a big bottle prepared, guys. It's important. Last year I was fighting with this and I was kinda hating it because it was sticking everywhere. So expect a sticky dough. But when you have your hands oiled, then it's nice to work with this. And look, the dough is happening. It's being created and it's going. I was working the dough for a few minutes and now I'm going to add a bit more oil into the bowl because we are almost done and we don't want it to stick to the bowl, so that's why it's better when it's a bit oiled. And we will just cover this with a cloth like this, and we should keep it in a warm place for 1 to 2 hours. I usually wait for 2 hours until the dough rises and doubles in size, and then we will continue making the focaccia. In the meantime, I was picking a lot of herbs in our garden. Ta-da! So I will show you later what I'm going to use. But first, we need to prepare garlic. Here I have 3 cloves of garlic and we are going to mince it. So with this device, mincer, into this small bowl. For the herbs, here I have rosemary, so I need to get the leaves of the stems because they are quite woody. Only the top can be used whole. I also picked oregano. These are usually the tips, so they are soft. I don't need to pick the leaves of the stems.
Just the tip, guys.
Yes, that's a nice tip. And here I have hyssop. And this is also soft now. It's a very nice herb. I like the scent. It's quite different to other herbs. And yeah, I like using it. And these ones are flowers of mountain savory. It's blooming a lot now, so I'm using the flowers. They look nice, and why not when there are so many of them. And other things here are thyme. The stems are sometimes woody, so we need to remove the leaves of them. We need to chop everything up, so there are just tiny pieces.
Having fun?
I also used leaves of mountain savory, very important information. So this is just a random mix of herbs. You can use whatever you like. And when this is chopped up, we will add it here to the garlic. I will add maybe half a teaspoon of salt and, of course, olive oil. So, I don't know, maybe 2 tablespoons, maybe more. So it's a nice mixture. And we need to mix this together. So garlic, herbs, olive oil and salt. And wow, it smells amazing. This is like heaven in the kitchen. The dough has risen, it's bigger now, and we will preheat the oven now on 220 degrees Celsius. And now we will create the actual focaccia. So here we are again with the olive oil. So I will oil my hand. Oh my god.
Looks like we'll be drinking this focaccia.
And we need to get this out of the bowl. Here on the parchment paper. Ta-da, it's here. and we are quite oily. Guys, hopefully you are making this now. And we will just like make this shape a rectangle, not too thin, not too thick, just like this. When you have oil on your hands or on one hand, it goes nicely. Some people make these like little holes in the focaccia. It's not necessary, but I don't know, it looks interesting, so we can make that. And now we will add our herbs with garlic and with olive oil. And this will be so good. Hopefully. I have made this before and it was amazing, but always when I'm filming, something happens. So today, for example, we have a different flour, whole grain wheat flour. Before I used whole grain spelt flour, but that one is gone now. It's not present here in our kitchen, so I'm using this one. I will spread them evenly on the dough. It looks like this now, very pretty. And we will put this into the oven. Like this. And after 10 minutes we will lower the temperature to 200 degrees Celsius, and the overall time in the oven should be around 20 minutes. It smells so nice, so let's cut this. Wow, it's quite crunchy. And yeah, I think it looks great.
So fresh.
And so good. The herbs with the garlic, I love the combination.
Yeah.
It's so wow.
Very tasty.
And maybe the focaccia could have been a bit smaller and higher, but I don't think it matters. Taste-wise, it's so great.
I don't care.
Would you recommend this to others?
Yeah, definitely. We've had this already for a few times. So obviously we like it, otherwise we wouldn't repeat it.
Yeah. And you can use other toppings on this, for example, tomatoes, like sliced, or zucchinis I have used in the past, and combination of other veggies and herbs and garlic and even feta cheese. So it's very, it can be like changeable.
It changes based on the time of the year.
Yes, seasonal. Tommy has been mowing a lot recently. We have so many grass areas, and sometimes I can find him like this. It looks quite scary.
I know that the basket is detachable, guys, but I just didn't feel like doing that. So I'm cleaning it from the inside, and it's easy peasy.
So you are, yes, Tommy is cleaning it. I don't know if you can see something. He's there.
I'm here. And it really helps. I already verified that whenever I clean the basket, it doesn't get stuck. The grass doesn't get stuck inside. So that's why I'm doing it. How do I look?
You look like you worked a lot. You have grass everywhere. It's decorating your hair.
Really?
And the whole you. Three more frosty nights are behind us, and it looks like everything is okay. And now it's warm and pleasant, but what's interesting is that we are still not out of the woods. Another cold front is coming tomorrow, and it should again bring colder air. So we'll see, but we will not cover the trees and shrubs anymore because it shouldn't be that bad. So hopefully my forecast is good and we will be okay here. But it's so unusual. In 2 weeks the summer should officially start, and we are still fighting with cold and frosty mornings. It's so weird this year. And what is also very bad is that we haven't got any precipitation this month in May. So it's very, very dry. Cold and dry, which is not a good combination. Usually in May we get quite a lot of precipitation. There are already heavy showers and thunderstorms and everything. But this year it's so dry, and even tomorrow when the cold front will be passing over our area, there should be almost nothing or just a few raindrops. So yeah, in this regard, it's also not very good.
You've already seen our white rhododendron, which we transplanted in the back of the garden. But we also bought 2 new ones, which are very interesting in color, I would say. Look very vibrant and bright, more than the white one. They are very tiny, but I'm surprised that they are already in bloom the first year and that they look so amazing. The flowers are so big. This is basically one flower, this whole thing. So this plant has 2 flowers, but it's like a lot of little flowers coming from each, and it's just so huge and so beautiful. The red one only has 1 flower, but again it's so big and very colorful, so I can't wait to see both of these grow. They are growing already, and when they are like this big, it's going to look amazing. In this part of the garden we have various shrubs that don't grow too high, usually like 1 to 1.5 meters. So all of them are already halfway there. And here, right now, we have small lilacs in bloom. It's a different kind of lilac that only grows like to be this high and has small leaves. It's a small leafed lilac or something like that. And we have 2, and both of them have so many flowers.
Yeah, much gorgeous. More than normal lilacs. So smaller leaves, but many more flowers.
Yeah, it's full of flowers basically. And the beetles seem to love them as well. The green golden ones.
Rose chafers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they love it here in our garden.
Everybody loves it here in our garden.
Exactly.
We do too. And we really love this shrub. We take pictures with it every year, and I was looking at the pictures, and even like last year it was like this high, I think, and we were sitting next to it. But now when we take pictures with it, we have to stand already because it's up to here already.
Yeah.
And it has so many flowers. It's a kind of viburnum. I'm not sure what the common name is in English. And the flowers are sterile. They are not for insects, they are for us to enjoy. But we do enjoy them a lot.
We do, they are so pretty. Wow, it's gorgeous. Wow.
They smell? Not really.
But at least they are very gorgeous and decorative.
Yeah.
There is this big dog rose shrub here, and it died for some reason. And it is such a big shrub, we don't know what happened at all, because dog roses are usually very strong and they grow so fast and everywhere. We have many of them in our natural hedge. There were even rose hips in autumn, but it didn't wake up after winter. So I don't know, sometimes it happens with shrubs. It's just surprising with this dog rose because they are usually like weeds. So I'm going to cut everything off or something, remove this, and then we will have more space here, and maybe we will plant something better here later. Okay, I just saw the time lapse of me removing this, and it was like I was doing something down there and then all of a sudden poof, and it was done. So it wasn't going with the big scissors, or that's not the name for the tool, but you know, I had to use this hand saw because the branches are very thick. And now the difficult part is to get this to our fire pit. I will burn it because there are thorns everywhere. But now when it's so dead and dry, the thorns are kind of falling off. So that's not the best, but hopefully I will somehow manage. This is not an easy task. Guys, I was so naive when I started cutting down the dog rose. I thought it would be like 10-minute job. But I've been at this for 2 hours almost. The fire is burning, so that's nice. And hopefully I will burn everything down. It's such a fight. It doesn't want to burn. The wood is not completely dry, even though it was totally dead. Better. The wind is helping me. At least something. In the end, the cold front brought just a few raindrops, as expected. But of course, it brought the cold air from the north, and even though it is almost June, we still have to worry about frosty mornings, which is very abnormal at this time of the year, especially when we take into account that some of our berries are getting ripe now. Just take a look at our honeyberries. Many of them are getting purple. We are looking forward to them a lot, so hopefully they won't be served frozen. And also some of the strawberries are almost ripe. You can spot a red one here and there, soon to be yummy. Anyway, if you liked our video, don't forget to give us a like, and see you guys next time. Bye!